Hi y'all. What's up, gang? What's going on? Trey Gang Lab and we back in direct. Shout out to the notification gang. That pay y'all going on this. We got good audio. We got good audio. All right, gang. The Rasheem Carter case. Man, I was looking over some things and I'm like, man, it's something ain't right about Taylorville, the police department. Cause I was looking over there, in the whole Taylorville. It's a small city, like, you know what I'm talking about? It's really like a big neighborhood. Well, really ain't just no big neighborhood. It's really a small community. Ain't no more than about 2,500 people stay there, you know what I'm talking about, just for an estimate. And that make it even more easy to narrate the suspect down. You know what I'm talking about? Hi, y'all. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm seeing what y'all seeing in the chat. All right. I want to say, I want to appreciate everybody, man, that be thumbing me up and stuff and showing they love and they support, gang. You know what I'm talking about? All right, let's get to it, gang. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to the new people, too. You know what I'm talking about? And we'll be back. All right. Boom. I had pulled up the map. If y'all not familiar with the Rasheem Carter case, he was a young dude, right? He was working, I guess, for a temporary service or something like that. And he was going back and forth to work with some couple of co-workers. And they were going across town, you know what I'm saying? Because that's where the job was at, right? All right, boom. So the co-worker ended up telling him, like, well, look, I can't bring you back home because we don't know what's that other co-worker plans when they get out of work. But coming to find out that this co-worker was going to another job site, allegedly. You see what I'm talking about? Allegedly. But I just want to know if that's the case, you know what I'm talking about? Cool. But why all of a sudden that he would be stranded there as you know what I'm talking about? So that's just something to think about on that end. All right. So we all know the story and we're gonna go over this. We're gonna go over this, right? Because I'm gonna pull this up on the screen. And they're gonna give us a rundown of what's going on because they found that man body decapitated. I mean, body part really spread it out. And then once you look at it and get to know Mississippi and what they saying this happening, ain't nothing but a bunch of rednecks standing around that jump too. That's something to think about. He could be one of those, you know what I'm saying, cases that like Ahmaud Arbery. This case that he could have been working, like what going on with him and his boss, whatever the conversation was, got his boss upset, and so he must have made a few phone calls. And that's how the trucks would end up with just boom, 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 because they said it was 3 white trucks was following him. You know what I'm talking about? So think about that. This is 3 trucks. We don't know how many individuals in the 3 trucks, but we know it's gonna be multiple suspects. Since this Taylorville, it ain't hard to find the people that's responsible for his murder. Cause we know it ain't no accident. And then the body parts they didn't found time out well, you know, the flesh done rotted and everything. I could kind of, see what would be going on with that scenario. Cause we talking about butchering, you know, cutting out arms, heads, skulls. It's a reason why those parts is missing. And this is what I came up with. All right. Let's do the rundown. Hold on, guys.
Welcome into TYGT Conversation. I am your host, Adrienne Lawrence, and today I hope to bring you some answers where there are a lot of questions surrounding the case of a Mississippi 25-year-old man named Rasheem Carter, you may have heard of, because he went missing only to be found dead earlier this month. And now his family is searching for answers. And here to join us are two members of his family, Yokina Anderson, cousin of Rasheem Carter, and Marnay Tompkins, his aunt. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
I'm very, very sorry for your loss. I know it has been extremely distressing. And if one of you wouldn't mind kind of bringing us up to speed in terms of what happened that we know of so far.
Well, Rasheem was working in a town called Taylorsville, Mississippi. He was working for Georgia Pacific, which is a electric plant, and he was a subcontractor. He was working under some subcontractor, what they call a temporary shutdown. They were only to be there for a short amount of time. He had gone to work the Monday preceding October the 2nd. He worked every day. He was living in the town called Laurel, Mississippi, which is around 22 miles east of Taylorsville. So he was driving, getting a ride back and forth from a coworker. We don't know really what happened on that Saturday. There was some type of miscommunication between he and the coworker that he was riding with, and that coworker indicated to him that Saturday morning that he was okay to ride with him, but he could not ride back with him. So when the work was done, Rasheem was basically stuck in Taylorsville, Mississippi. Rasheem is not from Taylorsville. He is from Fayette, Mississippi. He has, he did not know anyone in the town. Here he is without transportation. And Rasheem was trying to get back to Laura, Mississippi, 22 miles down the road. We do know that he was asking people for a ride that Saturday night. He had asked lots of people that night when we.
All right, y'all heard this. Now this gonna be the most important part about this, right? Now look, this the whole Taylorville right here. This the whole Taylorville. It's small. See that? You gotta. So he worked somewhere right up in here, cause this where all the power plants and electric and all this. So he got to be somewhere. He was working somewhere up in here, right? So boom. This the main town. If you just really look at it, this would be the main town right here. This what the neighborhood look like. Right? See that? Boom, boom, boom. Right here. This the highway right here. You could take this highway straight down to Lower Mississippi. It's Lower Mississippi gonna be like right up in somewhere up in here. I think somewhere up in here. It ain't too far from Taylorville. I think right up in there somewhere. But get back to this. Now, once you look at the neighborhood, look at the layout. Boom, you got Fisher Creek, you got few houses, you got a lot of woods, very few roads, right? Now this how I'm looking at this. If he got into it with his boss, 9 times out of 10, his boss gonna stay somewhere in Taylorville or somewhere up in here. Right up in this circle right here. Cause he a manager. So this finna narrate, so this finna show y'all this right quick. All right. She finna give y'all the timelines event. What's going on?
Did our investigation. People had seen him, they recognized him. He's a young black man, and no one knew him, so people weren't open to take him for a ride back 22 miles down the road. He had been communicating with his mother. He indicated that he was afraid that there were people after him. His mother advised him to go to the police station. Rasheem went to the police station. He went to the police station to ask for help, and also he asked while he was there, could they give him a ride back to where he was living? They told him no, that they could not give him a ride. That would be taking him out of their jurisdiction. They were not allowed to do that. Rasheem left. We're not sure where he stayed that night. We assume that he stayed maybe outside somewhere that night. The next day he got up, he was still fearful.
All right, y'all heard that? Now think about this, what she just said. So he spent the night out here. So he went to the police station, which is right here. We go to the police station. That's how small the town is, right? Now we know everybody should at least know each other in there, because everybody gonna have to stop at the same gas station, at the same store. You know what I'm talking about? You got people that'll be working, you know what I'm saying, on the other side of town, like Lower Mississippi or something like that, or another part of Jackson, Mississippi. You see what I'm saying? So boom. So he was denied from the police station. So he would be walking. This where he'll be at. So where he was at? Where did he sleep at? Like, cause he got out work. Unless he camped out somewhere by the police station, cause he gonna be close in this area where he gonna sleep at, right? Could jumped in one of those cars, you know what I'm talking about? I'm just getting the look and the feeling of the map. We know he ain't going on nobody's property. I don't even see why he'll even go that way. This the way he'll be interested in. So boom. You got the car wash. Right. So if these were white men running around in the truck in Taylorville, I'm quite sure they gonna have some video footage of this shit, bro. They gonna have video footage of cars passing by. And we gotta look out for 3 white trucks. We know it's a car wash over here. I know he went up in there. Y'all see this? So it'll be multiple cameras that would have caught him going in different business. Cause look at all these white trucks around here, right? And they said it was 3 white trucks. So somebody from this area that did this to him and is responsible for him, because they know this area very well. And this is the reason why I'm showing y'all this, right? Because all this gonna have surveillance footage. I know he went into these stores, right? Look around. So if he was looking for a ride, damn, all these trucks and tankers, you know what I'm talking about? But so when the police did their investigation, like the lady said, everybody seen him. So that means he went in multiple business. In multiple business, and he could be seen on the footage. And I'm gonna tell y'all like the truth too. I wouldn't even be surprised you will see the killer on the footage, cause you got to, right? You got, cause they gonna have footage of the killer. You wanna know why I said that? Cause listen close to what this lady finna say, right?
Still in distress. His mother told him to go back to the police station. He goes back that Sunday morning, which was October the 2nd. The police have confirmed that he came both times. And this particular time, he also asked, well, can I just stay here until my ride gets here? Because by now, his mother had put together someone from the town of Fayette, which is about an hour, almost an hour and 45 minutes away, to pick him up. He was told no, he could not stay there, that this was not a place for him to stay. Rasheem was on the phone. He was talking to his mother. He was talking to some more people. And he was standing outside of the police station. And about 7 o'clock that morning, he left. He asked them for a charger. And then he left. And he went to what they assumed that he went to the local convenience store to buy a charger. And that's the last that they saw of him. He's still talking to his mother. He is still sounding as if he's in distress. He's telling his mother someone is after him. 10 o'clock morning on October the 2nd, he is on the phone with his mother. He is in the Family Dollar / Dollar Tree store. And he leaves out of there again startled. There was someone either came in or indicated that they were coming in for him. He left out of there. I think it was on the video, it was about 10:17, and that's the last time that anyone leaves out of there again startled. There was someone either came in or indicated that they were coming in for him. He left out of there. I think it was
So look, so the person was comfortable enough to go in Dollar Tree with him in there, insisting they come with him. So we gotta find Dollar Tree. Hold on, guys. Let me see. I gotta pull it up, guys. All right. Damn, bro, what's going on? Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it back up. All right, here we go. Now look at it from her. I pick up this to be the only Dollar Tree they could be at, Dollar General or a Dollar Tree. You know what I'm talking about? Cause once you look at the map, this the main city. Right here, Taylorville, the police station right here. Here go the police station. Boom. So just say like when he was coming from here, he was making his way down the street where all the gas stations gonna be at, asking for rides, right? We see all the work trucks and they heading this way. So the job site gonna be somewhere up in here, right? So he mobbed down the street and he had to come here. So boom, it would make sense he'd come to a Dollar Tree to go get a phone charge because it'll be more cheaper at Dollar Tree or Dollar General. So he had to walk back up this street. Church right here. So boom. I know he was asking people for rides, so I'm quite sure he was trying to get somebody to give him a ride. Y'all see the sign say Lower Mississippi? Right here. Cause they go Highway 28 going east. So it's a lot of white trucks out here. And he said, and the people said this, cause 9 times out of 10, the job site gonna be down this way, where he coming from. And that's the way he trying to get away from because of his boss. So boom, where did he sleep that night? So whoever stayed out here, they gotta stay out this way. They gotta stay out this way, right? Cause they know this area real good. So he went to the police station. Boom, they told him, "Now you can't stay here." So he gonna be on multiple cameras. So that means he had to come back this way, right? I know he went up in that restaurant. I know he done walked all the way down here. Cause that's what I would have did. Right? Boom. Then you turn right up in here, go to the police station this way. Right? Oh, okay, they got a park right here. So boom. 9 times out of 10, he went over there. Cause he gonna be close to the police station. Cause the police station there, it's right here. Damn, it's right there. So it'll make sense that he'll be at the police station early that morning. She gave y'all the timeline on that, right? So boom. Look around. All right. But see, you got a white truck at the police station. So think about this though. If you went to the police station, you tell the police, "Hey man, I feel threatened, man. It's a white truck running around here and threatening me, man." And the police say, "Man, there's nothing we can do." And they were like, "Well, you can't stay here, man. You know, ain't no we could do." They ain't even take consideration like what take the description, what trucks. Did you catch video surveillance footage of the truck? You see what I'm saying? But check this out. Let's listen to the family member.
On the video was about 10:17, and that's the last time that his mother or any family member has talked to Rasheem.
10:17.
As far as we know, Rasheem, his remains have been found on private property in a wooded area of Taylorsville. So I know there's probably, again, a lot of unanswered questions. How did he get there? How did he die? Are there any other details that would provide any insight as of yet?
No, there aren't any other details except for a few people, as Marnay mentioned, that a few people had spotted him. We do know that when he last came out of the dollar store, after we talked with the police department, we went down there for the search on October the 8th. The police indicated that the last ping of his phone that we knew of was when he came out of the dollar store, but the police officer mentioned that his phone last pinged in an area called Clear Creek, which is off of Highway 28. We did not have that.
All right. Watch this, gang. Check this out. Y'all see we in the middle of Taylorsville. Clear Creek. So I was looking where Clear Creek would be at. Clear Creek is right here in this area. So it ain't far out of the area, right? So most of these probably is gonna be private on once you zoom in, right? And we know, right? You ain't just finna just turn down these streets and you know what I'm talking about and do all of this if you know. So his body was found somewhere in a wooded area. And here go where all the wooded areas at, right? Once you zoom in, it ain't that many people. Everybody's backyard is gonna be wooded. So I'm looking at a dirt trail, Cause y'all see these trails right here, these actually real trails, right? And I'm familiar, and I'm a country nigga, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all something. You zoom in, boom. Ain't no way, bro. He got to be found somewhere in this area. Cause here go Highway 28. Leaving out. So boom, did they took this street? Cause this the only street that'll lead you to a straight shot. Boom. Cause you gotta get to, boom, going to this neighborhood, you know what I'm talking about right here, right? Y'all see what I'm saying? Boom. Boom. Notice trails coming from people, cause y'all know these people be owning these acres. Cause keep in mind, they like to ride 4-wheelers, hunt deers. Cause they trying to make it look like that they got coyotes and shit and mooses and I'm like, man, wait a minute, man, hogs. I'm like, no, it ain't gonna be nothing but deers, possum, rabbits. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't finna be no wild animal in them that can take nobody body. You see what I'm saying? But just look, I'm looking at the layout. Cause most of this gonna be private property. And we need to find the exact location. Cause the killer could know somebody stay here or hunt this area. Cause whoever killed them gotta be a hunter and familiar with wildlife. Cause he know how to butcher the body. He know how to butcher the body, right? So boom. Did they take that street up here to Kirkley? Or starting from the police station, right? Cause here go the police station right here. Did they come down this street? Right here. Here go a trail. I mean the street, boom. You take that street all the way down. Right here, all the way down. And it leads you where? To Kirkley. Right? It leads you there. All this gonna be Clear Creek. So it either two ways he could have got there. He rode down this street, boom, could have cut a trail. Cause I'm looking at all the trails. Now you gotta think about the trail, what all they got to do, if it's muddy or it's dirt or if it's a little swamp, you know what I'm talking about? Cause this where all the dirt would be if you looking for some good hunting. And I'm just imagining looking at the trail, cause most of these trails gonna be leading into people's backyards. You see what I'm saying? And then make it so bad, I be looking at this. Cause they said at Dollar General, he was well at the Dollar Tree. I'ma just assume the location that I got on the map there would be the Dollar General. You know what I'm talking about? So I'ma just assuming that, boom, somebody went in that Dollar Tree insists of looking for him. And that was at 10 some. That's when the mama said they went down there, that's where his cell phone last pinged it at. So boom. So the police said, no, because they gonna need that surveillance footage of the people walking in the store. You got your killer right there, bro. They need to release that video camera from that Dollar Tree or that Dollar General, showing the person that's demanding him. So this at 10. So if that was at 10 something, that was the last time he synced him. Look what time this show. Cause he went to the police station early that morning about 7. Boom, boom, boom. Still trying to get a ride. He asking the police, can he stay? Boom, that's going around 12 o'clock now. So these people was there for 2 days. Somebody stayed around here was stalking that man for 2 days, bro. And they knew he didn't have no ride home. Now, we know he was in tour with his boss. And we know his boss ain't gonna work too far from the job site. Or he could be staying in Taylorville all his life, and that's how he end up getting a job. And plus, everybody working in this community, all of them down there gonna know each other. So look, boom. Now he on the run at 4:32. So that means after when he left the police station, right? He went and tried to go get a charge on the phone. His phone about to die. So round 10 some, people coming in the store demanding him. Nobody didn't hear from him, right? But let's say about 3 to 4 hours later, after 10 o'clock, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a few hours off, right? So that means if he running in the woods and he was seen, and they said his phone pinged, that's what the police said, that's how they found his body, or the phone. Watch this. I looked at the cam name. This person named Nikki. Whoever Nikki is could know the suspect, and this person was, this man is walking on Nikki property. And as you look right there in front of him, there's got to be like another camera. Right here. So he got a stick and facing this way. So was he coming and trying to stay on the camera to be seen, like, you know what I'm talking about? Maybe hoping somebody would speak to him through a camera like a doorbell, you know what I'm talking about? Cause he's standing there with a big ass stick. And if you in the woods and you got a big stick, your shirt off and all this, ain't no telling how many. Cause look at all the houses that you're gonna have to pass. All right. He made it from Taylorville somewhere in this area. Right up in here. This highway 28. This the street that you can take down here. Boom. So somebody that know how to hunt and familiar with this area made him go this way. Cause if somebody was chasing me in the truck, I'm finna be running up in somebody's yard, banging on the door. Boom. Depends on the situation. Cause you don't want to just keep running in the straight line. So you don't want to just keep running in the straight line. So if somebody would chase you in a truck, 9 times out of 10, you gonna dip off in somebody's property. Boom. Would you go in the woods? Follow the brush. See what I'm saying? Kaboom. Now look, you coming out in the opening now. Cause you finna follow the trail. So boom. Now look where we at. And then look, it's going to people's backyard, bro. So now I wish I know the exact location. Cause he ain't too far from her. So if it was foul play, why would he decide to go this way? I don't see why he would go this way. Even if he did, he'll turn back around. Ain't nobody finna shake nothing at the police station. So I'm quite sure if they did pick him, hold on, wait a minute. Cause they got white trucks all around this motherfucker. Could be the undercover po-po. Know what I'm talking about? But I'm gonna find out. Cause I'm looking at the routes. 9 times out of 10, if they were driving in the truck, just say, what if I think like, okay, the police station right here. So what if the police, it would probably been some fella officer in plain clothes or something. They all in 3 white trucks. Police undercover trucks, you know what I'm saying, look familiar, you know what I'm saying, because you can see it right here. For a prime example, police do ride these white pickup trucks. Like what you see right here. But they be polices. Stopping, doing traffic ticket, you know what I'm talking about? Right? So let's just say, damn, if the police did it, knew, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't know if the manager is connected to the police station. Because you got to know his background. And I seen the police chief, he looked like a redneck. You know what I'm talking about? He looked like he one of those, you know what I'm saying, white supremacists. I'm just saying, I don't know, but whoever he called, the police knew he was dealing with some racism. They just didn't want to help him and turned the other way. So boom, he had to chill at the park right here. He ain't got no. What? Man, what? Man, wait a man. What they look like? I swear they don't even look right to me, bruh. Y'all see this? Why they got these? Somebody purposely did that. Man. So look, goddamn, I'm just paused about these trees right here. I want to know, do they got cameras here? Yeah. And then look, and watch this though. He must have had he had to slip over her. That's what I would have did if I wouldn't have had nowhere to go. But god damn it, these fucking trees right here don't sit well with me, bro. But look, if he was found in the wooded area, cause he had to start from the Dollar General. So boom, did he go back to the police station? Cause that's what he would have had to win. Ain't like nobody kidnapped him in broad daylight, right? And made him get in the truck. See what I'm saying? So it's gonna be surveillance footage showing him probably going back to the police station, be like, look, they after me again, bro. You know what I'm talking about? So the police, he had to go back there. Once he got back there, they ain't gave him no man. They must caught him somewhere over here or riding around, and they could have went this way down this long street. Or he could have came back and they synced him, boom, 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 and he could have took out running this way. My main focus on that man's body had to been discovered. They said Clear Creek, and that's the street that take you straight to Clear Creek. Cause you gotta pass Fisher Creek. See there? So that man's body had to come all the way down here. Starting from this location. Cause I know they ain't going this far all the way down. All the way up, right? So boom. Clear Creek is over here. In this area. Why the fuck is all the way over here somewhere? So boom. Let's see what the mama said again.
Information. We still don't have any information as far as we haven't been able to get the phone records. We do know that his ATM card, his Chime card, was used on October the 4th. While he was on this private property, supposedly he was spotted on this camera coming across a deer trail, which they're saying it's stated on the video that it's October the 2nd. And so
now check this out. That man had his wallet on him when he left out the convenience store. He didn't even drop his wallet. He didn't even lose his wallet, bro. See what I'm saying? Somebody used his Chime card on the 4th, 2 days after he seen on the trail cam. Man, I need the whole pictures to see he still got his wallet in his back pocket. See what I'm saying? Because he still had it when he went to the store because he made a purchase of trying to buy a phone charger. Now, that's how we need to be thinking. Boom. All right. We know we got it. His wallet with him, and people coming in the store and demanding him in the store. So it could be the same person that was in that store demanding him, you know what I'm talking about? So they use, and then once you look at the weather, it's just right outside, you know what I'm talking about? So his body ain't finna be decapitated and and you know, dispose of, like the way they trying to say his body was this composition and stuff. No. Y'all know what I believe? They hunt that man with guns. He was on the run. He done banged on somebody's door. It's gonna be some surveillance footage of somebody's house capturing this shit, just like the Ma Arbery case. It's gonna be some bell ringing footage, house footage, all those business around there. They got the footage and tag numbers in there. So he could have ran to somebody's house, boom, boom, boom. They ain't opened up the door, or probably wasn't home for him to end up in the woods. Cause if they would have had him in the truck, yeah, he wouldn't have been like this. They would have not let him be running in the woods. They would have had him in the truck. So boom, he had to run cause he ain't got his shirt on, and he got a big ass stick. And the way he looking in that direction, they heard in this direction, bro. He looking in this way. So that means I want to see the full video, not just a screenshot. Cause if he on this camera, they on this motherfucker too. Cause I bet you he was standing right here, like, man, look, whatever gonna happen to me, bro, we gonna do it on the footage. You see what I'm saying? And check this out. I want to know what else nigga got on this camera, bro. Cause I want to see the aftermath behind this. I want to know what's this he's standing by. And then, you know, these jump motion activated. So you know the owner got alert on this shit. And could have watched this shit, bro. And then he was saying with 3 trucks. Think about these 3 trucks. How many people they can fit in a truck? Man, they could have been 12 on. 15. It could be 4 for a truck. And he said all of them was white men. Think about this, bro. In the Ahmaud Arbery case, I was on that case, right? You know what I'm talking about? We already know it was racism. It was triggered by racism. You see what I'm saying? You got a boss who look racist as hell. I was trying to find out, look at some of his tattoos, because he the one got the finger pointed at him that's making these threats. And it came in existence. All right. So boom. So the police said his phone last ping in this location. So that means, boom, they got the phone and the person spending money at the ATM on his chime card. So what the footage of that? Cause it damn sure better not be no white boy. Now I was looking into some of this police stuff, and this sound very familiar when it comes to the Ahmaud case, because you never know who on the police force that's related to him or the owner. This is a small town, so you know I'm quite sure everybody gonna know. You know what I'm talking about? Especially when you got a big job and shit too. Everybody gonna know what line of work you do. It ain't no bunch of truck drivers. Cause when I look at the map, right, you got the dollar market. This is all the neighborhood. Look how small it is. Boom. Nope. I don't think the suspect would stay somewhere up in here. Cause he got a job. He a manager, right? So he making big money. So 9 times out of 10, if he's staying in Taylorville, because his job gonna be right here in this area, because this is where all the working plants at, right? So boom. Now I know this where all the neighborhoods and everybody would stay in. Now you make too much money for that because it's small. You need some room, right? So you might want to stay somewhere up in here where there ain't too many people around, right? And you got a little piece of change, you can buy a little something. Ain't no telling what your wife might do, you know what I'm talking about? What this is, the military, goddamn it? Fuck going on right there? See what I'm saying, gang? And he was found on private property. So 9 times out of 10, if you look at it like right up in here, just say, what if the suspect stay somewhere right up in here, made him, cause he had to be running. You want to know what I think? This the police station. It's many ways you can think about this shit, right? And here go the park right here with those racist ass trees at. So boom. Just say he decided to walk. So he finna walk, come down here. Cause this the street right here. Damn, that street turned into that joint. Soon you come in, you gonna pass the police station. Well, not necessarily, because you gotta turn right here. So this would be the main street in town. So let's say, boom, he walking. We're like, fuck it. I'm finna go take a walk, man. These niggas threatened me. The police said, fuck it, and everything. So this the main street to get home. If he decided to just go on to take this little walk, hoping somebody, you know what I'm talking about, right? Go to the city down here, to Lower Mississippi. Where Lower live? It's down here somewhere. Yeah, Lower Mississippi, right up here, right up here. See that? This Lower Mississippi right here. So boom, he finna take a walk, right? Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. That's Lower Mississippi right there. So let's say he decided finna take that little walk. And this the street that'll take him on. So boom, right outside here, he could have got caught right up in this area, ran into a deer trail, boom, 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 and was running through here. Cause you followed all this right, cause keep this in mind, he running, they chasing him. So you gotta think about, you got how many people chasing you? We don't know. This ain't like one person that did this. You got 3 trucks filled with white men. So you know they cutting off all directions. So they had to maneuver him to make him end up over here. I don't even think he would have crossed the creek. He would have been muddy. So boom, he know not to go that way, right? So boom, you got all these trails, so he wouldn't know which way to go. Only thing he could follow the trail. That's why he end up in this shit. You see what I'm saying? In the opening. You see how like this little space right here? That's what he doing. So 9 times out of 10, them niggas probably drove them trucks up in there, bro. They done drove them trucks up in there and they killed them somewhere in the woods. What they did, they shot them. And once they shot him, you know, to keep this in mind, they was on the hunt for him for 2 days. Cause remember this the next day. And this going on at 4:32, right in broad daylight. And then plus he was waiting on his mom. So boom. Check this out, Ryan.
The picture that they sent to his mom, that the sheriff department sent to his mom to ask if that was him. He's not wearing a shirt. We can clearly see that he has bruises on his back, on his left arm, and he's looking back to the right as if he's running from someone, which he did tell his mom that there were some white guys in a white truck that were chasing him, that were after him. So he did provide his mom with some names as for who may be responsible if anything happened to him. Mm-hmm. So she did get that information from him over the phone as well as via text. But that's
able to identify these people at all in terms of, did he have their names that he shared with his mother?
From our understanding, the names that he shared with his mom, that those persons were called by Laura Police Department. Taylorsville Police Department has not done any investigating at all, but with Laura Police Department, we've heard that they called and talked to them over the phone, that they did not have any reason to bring them in for questioning. So that's as far as we.
Nah, y'all heard that? So look at this. It's nowhere that he could have went but up. So, boom. Only thing he could do is stay on trail and get far away that he could, right? So now he all up in there. And he headed to Clear Creek, or right up in here is Clear Creek. So somewhere up in here, they found him, and it would make sense, cause it's still right here. He could have made it down this street. Boom, boom, boom. This street would take you. I'm trying to see why, if I just knew where exactly they found this body at, cause this Leaf River right here, but Clear Creek starts shining right up in this area. See what I'm saying? So how far would that be? Oh shit, that's about 3 miles. That's really ain't nowhere. If you on foot running from a motherfucker, right? You either went this way, they were following you. I don't see why would you end up this way unless they really chase you, but you ended up in some wood. So I know you didn't just go this way. It wouldn't make sense. You'll be going the wrong way. Then when I was looking at the neighborhood, this is where all the people got private properties at. You see what I'm saying? Look how everything is spreading out. And then look at the trails. So he ran on somebody's property in the trail. You see what I'm saying, gang? Here go Clear Creek in the wooded area. You got a school right here. So somebody familiar with Clear Creek. And you got 3 men, 3 white trucks. Boom. You had to bust a move. You had to get away from there. If they would have came down here, you would have had to run off course somewhere. Made it in this area, you were maneuvering through a trail. I don't know which one, because it's multiple trails. Right? And end up somewhere up in here.
We've gotten there with that information.
And that's extremely distressing. We already know, statistically speaking, that when one of us, a melanated individual, goes missing or something happens to us or a crime is committed against us, that the law enforcement efforts are lacking in the regard in terms of their pursuit of locating us, or finding out who hurt us. And so this is very, very distressful and disheartening, particularly as you have a young Black man in what sounds to be rural Mississippi, saying that white men were basically hunting him, and then also seeing him on this video footage. And so as of right now, it's my understanding that that Rasheem's body is being autopsied right now. Is that right?
At this point, I'm sorry, Monet, did you want to answer that?
It's fine. We spoke with his mother today, and she did indicate that his remains were sent to the crime lab, the state crime lab, which is located in Pearl, Mississippi. They are backed up.
Try to help and to figure out what is going on. And I know in that regard, definitely having an independent autopsy is something that is expensive, as well as funeral services and being able to provide. And as I understand, he leaves behind a 6-year-old daughter. Is that right? And
yes.
So people help.
Yes, he has a 6-year-old daughter, and we've established a GoFundMe. It is listed as Rasheem Carter.
Man, y'all see, look, check this out, gang. That don't make no sense that man went through all of this and listen, and this what they found him like this.
Some people say our trade-in process feels too easy. They can't believe it's 100% online and gives them a competitive offer that
This was not a natural killing. This was not a natural death. This represents a young man who was killed. His head was severed from his body. His vertebrae, his spinal cord, was in another spot they discovered away from his severed head. They have recently found remains that they believe are also Rasheem Carter at another part of where he went missing. And what that tells us is that this was a nefarious act. This was an evil act. Somebody murdered Rasheem Carter. And we cannot let them get away with this. And so today, we are calling for the Department of Justice to open an investigation as to what happened to Rasheem Carter. Somebody seen what happened to Rasheem, and it doesn't make any sense at all.
Now check this out, gang. Now, y'all wanna know what's my opinion and thoughts? Come back to it. The reason why I believe they dismember his body, because you know they had guns on them and knives and everything. They were well prepared for this. So it were multiple people doing this. So if you shoot them a couple of times in the back or in the chest area, you know what I'm talking about, you might want to decapitate him and take the parts where the bullet fracture was be. That's probably why they took the brains out, because you know they probably gave him headshots. You see what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Probably shot him about 50 times in the chest, you know what I'm talking about? And dismember his torso and try to make it look like wildlife was eating up the meat. But you could clearly investigate the crime and could see it's going to be shell, gun casings, boots, footprints, truck tire marks. They're going to have all that, right? So I know what evidence they need. Because the way I look at these cases, bruh, this happened a little too frequency. And it's like somebody, it's like the Ahmaud Arbery case. Those white men knew that, you know what I'm saying, they didn't want no black people in the neighborhood. They wanted to kill a black person, but they need, you know what I'm saying, something they could trigger and make it look like an accident, or, you know what I'm talking about, you know, stuff like that. So his boss made a threat to him. He told his mama and gave her names. He ain't into it with nobody in Taylorville. I don't think this no random act that if you know what I'm saying, oh yeah, just a group of white men just pulling up in a truck. No, I don't think there was no random act walking into no white supremacist neighborhood, because you on the main road. Plus, everybody know your truck, right? Unless everybody in there raises hell, you from that area, you made calls, and all your buddies jumped in the trucks and started following and harassing this man. So you could just imagine if they was harassing him, they probably riding up and down the street. Camera would have showed you following him. Think about it, gang. They got footage of the suspect could be following this man if he running in the stove to stove. And you know what I'm talking about, going in the police department. You see what I'm saying? Because all this vomiting around Taylorville. So boom, he got to know somebody in Taylorsville. So he made a phone call. Next thing you knew, they knew he ain't had no ride home. They knew this. He didn't even offer to take him home. We need to know what was the argument about. That's where the employees come in at. Do the investigation, go on a job site, see what happened. Did he mess up an order or broken equipment or got caught, you know what I'm talking about, lollygagging on the job, or what was the cause for the argument? That's the story that we need the most, because you know people on the job gonna be like, yeah man, them folks into it. They were getting into it. Did he get fired? Did he fire the man? You know, did he get fired? So either way it go, he called somebody and they got in them trucks. They got guns and everything. When that man got out work, that man slept outside, waiting on people. So these people been harassing this man ever since he got out work to the early morning. And I looked at Taylorsville. They don't stay too far from her to be harassing this dude, and they know he's still in the area. Cause they won't be staying in Lawrenceville, you know what I'm talking about? They won't be all down here and shit. They gotta stay in Taylorsville. New, yeah, we gonna catch his ass slipping. He had to keep moving around. Probably ducked off on Church Street to stay out of view. And end up, goddamn it, in Clear Creek. So that tells you everything that you need to know about Clear Creek and the suspect. They hunters. The average group of white boys, they like fucking off in the woods. They like to hunt deers, raccoons, possums. You know what I'm talking about? That's what they like to hunt. So they got him on the hunting trail. It ain't no telling they could be riding, shooting at the same time. They chase him in the woods, and next thing you know, they gonna have that little hunting gear on. Y'all know how they be wearing those camouflage outfits and all that. So he'll be blending in with the trees and stuff. You see what I'm saying? So it's so no wonder why. And then if you looking at him and see what direction that he looking at, he looking back into the woods. They camouflage in this junk somewhere, bro, and we just can't make it out. You see what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you could probably see these bastards in here, bro. All you just gotta do is look for a coloring pattern. You see what I'm saying? Cause I hope the picture ain't Photoshop. Cause it's mighty funny that you got them looking with a big ass stick, so they close. You see what I'm saying? They close. He got his shirt off. He done struggled with one of them. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no telling, he might have got a hit in and everything with the big ass stick. So listen to this.
Because the text message that his mother got before he went missing is a part of the clue to solving this murder. And it has to be investigated. Do you want to read it, Tiffany? You have to say the name. But,
okay.
And what date it was?
This was on October the 1st. My son texted me. This was after him and I had gotten off the phone. He said, me and the owner of this company not seeing eye to eye, Mama. His name, which I can't say at this time, but if anything happened to me, he's responsible for it. I'm too smart, Mama. He got these guys wanting to kill me. And that's what he sent to me.
And then he went missing. And then his remains were found with his head dismembered from his body, his spinal cord separated from his head, and his other body parts are still missing.
Now look, What they did is took the body parts where the bullet fragment is going to be or a stab wound. Everybody already know, even the medical examiner already know that somebody cut that man with a knife, bruh. And they trying to, and you still got like his rib cage. I bet you, cause look, his rib cage, his chest cavity, that whole plate gone. That whole plate gone, bruh. They carefully knew what to take. Cause you shoot a man in the chest, boom, 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 you gotta, you know what I'm talking about? Decapitate him from the waist on up to the neck. Boom, boom, boom. Take that. You can choose to take the arms with you. Might want to take the arms and shit with you because it might be DNA on that. So cut the arms off. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta take the head because you got gunshots in the head. You gotta take everything out. What I'm basically saying, they don't mind butchering the human if they butcher deers, butcher possum. You see what I'm saying? And I know, look, and I ain't no stranger to no rednecks. I know the way they thinking. They been doing this for years, bruh. From ages. This is what they do. They was known for kidnapping, running after you, hunting you down like an animal, bruh. Catch you, kill you, chop you up. In every hate crime, it's always gonna be brutal. There was hate. Then you got a group of white men. You got your evidence. They don't even want to show y'all the group of white men. They're demanding this man, and they don't even want to let y'all know about all this surveillance camera and footage they can, you know what I'm saying, hunt down. But when that lady was jogging, they got the dude that killed her. They got him on all camera footage, showing you the route where he parked there, how he caught her and did all this. For her, you see what I'm saying? But they don't want to show you no 3 white trucks ride down the street. What you doing over here? Didn't we say we were gonna catch you? Then he took out running. Boom, 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 boom. And shit, next thing you know, they cutting them off in trucks. So you got to think about it. 3 trucks, 1 pull out in the front, blocking you from going that way. They got guns, so you ain't got no choice but to run in the woods. So that means they had to watch that man the minute he got out of work, watch him. They knew he was at the police station. They knew he was gonna, they probably even knew where he was sleeping at. Cause ain't it funny, because soon he go to the store and get the child, as soon he left the police station, that's when they come and get the man, bruh. What that sound like? What do that sound like? They were watching that man all night. And the police probably knew it, probably even know the people. Cause I'm quite sure he done told the police chief, yeah, I got a problem, man, it's my boss. Oh yeah, man, he got these dudes trying to follow me. So the police already, that's probably why they didn't even want to intervene. Cause if you look at the police chief, he ain't nothing but a redneck himself. Look, watch this guy and listen to this shit.
Tiffany deserves answers. This community deserves answers. Justice for Rasheem Carter. Justice for Rasheem Carter. Justice for Rasheem Carter. Justice for Rasheem Carter.
Here we are, 2023, some 70 years.
I'm Goldie. This is my club. I run shit. Flat.
And And welcome to The Factor Uncensored. A murder in Mississippi is now on the radar of federal investigators. This comes as an autopsy of the victim, Rasheem Carter, revealed he was beheaded. Beheaded. The 25-year-old was last seen alive in October. Now, parts of his body were found in the woods a month later, and another haunting detail. His family says Carter went to the local police department and reported being scared for his life. He believed a group of white men were following him. My next guest has been intimately involved in this case. Joining me now, Ben Crump law investigator, author Silky Slim Reed. It's just mind-blowing to see this kind of case happening on
Silky Slim Reed. So check this out. All the body parts that's missing, man, they done took it for trophy. All it was some racist ass white men that got the phone call because one of his buddies done got into it with a black dude. So when they came up there, they stalked them all night. Perfect opportunity for a racist, won't you think? So you a racist getting into it with a black dude, so you to call your redneck buddies, and they jumped up in trucks, and they running around the neighborhood looking for them, going into businesses, right? Going into business and demanding them to get this dude. Now, this dude had to go back to the police station and let the authorities know they after me again. So at some point in time, he departed from the police station and ended up in Clear Creek. So they had to chase him. It started in Taylorville. I don't know which street. I don't know how the fuck he ended up in there. Only way I can see if the police station is right here, I don't see him walking down here. I don't see them fucking with him in this area. Not by the police station. I can see right here. Boom. Because you out of view. So, bam. You couldn't get him to come down this way. They came back up. So, boom. Did he go this way? Or did he went back to the police station which is gonna be right here. Walk down the street and said, fuck it. I'm finna walk and meet my mama halfway because she should be on her way. And they caught him slipping. Boom, 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 boom. Somewhere up the hill, he break for it. Because it'll make sense if they ain't got no surveillance footage or no door ring or nothing like this. Because he ended up in the woods. So boom, he could have made his way through here. Because it's still leading to Clear Creek. So his body had to be found right up here. I just don't know where exactly location, but it's in this area. They got guns. They hunt the man down. That's what I'm thinking. It was a hate crime. We just need to see what him and his boss were arguing about on the job. So they need to investigate the employees to find out what's going on. So boom. They got him running in the wood at 4:32 on Nikki Cam. So Nikki is getting the alert, just like if you was at home, getting an alert somebody breaking in your house. So 9 times out of 10, they might got audio on her, and we know they got video for sure of a murder. I don't want to see no screenshot. I want to see his every movement on this camera. He looking in that direction. He got me even want to look at this picture even a little closer. Because it's in this direction. And they ain't too far. They ain't too far. You see what I'm saying? He got a stick, and I believe he's standing on that trail camera to be seen and to alert somebody. Once you look how it's mapping out, that's the only way I can see. Let me get the mobbing. Boom, boom, boom. Mama says she on the way. Boom, boom, mama getting the gas money. Bam. So you might well take walk. It might take you about 2-3 hours. Hold on, they're about 20 miles away. Shit, that's more than shit. That's a nice little motherfucking walk, goddamn it. And maybe he was like, yeah, because you know they like to wear camouflage outfits. You know what I'm talking about? They like to wear those camouflage. Y'all know them camouflage outfits. They stay with that shit on. That's all they wear. So boom.
Arthur, and it's my understanding he last talked to his mother on the phone October 1st, and he warned her. He was saying that there were some issues with his employer, right?
Yes, with his employer, and then he said that 3 trucks of white men had started following him, and then he texted his mom saying that if anything happened to me, so-and-so had something to do with it. He had these men trying to kill me. And then he was also caught on a deer camera in the woods with a large stick on his shoulder, and his shirt was ripped off of him, and he had bruises on him. So someone was after him, and someone was chasing him.
It sounds like a hunt.
Yes.
They're hunting him.
They're hunting him, that's right. And he was seen on that deer camera, and...
Man, look, like I said, a hunt. That's how you do it. And that's what Ahmaud Arbery got hunted down by Travis McDonald and his son and his daddy. They jumped on the back of the pickup truck. You got the spotter in the back of the bed of the pickup truck looking for him while his son driving so he can spot him if he running in people's yard and everything. This another one of those cases, bro. Man, that man was hunted, bro. I would have been in all them 4 yards and everything, banging on doors and shit.
That photo that was on that deal camera, even though they knew he was missing, was circulated through the town at a truck stop during breakfast time, and people were talking about it. And finally,
there you go, right there. That video circulated in town before the police had it. And what they doing at a truck stop, bruh? What that sound like, gang?
finally, we found out that he was hunted by someone, and you don't just make accusations about someone's trying to kill you and then come up dead. What's crazy about it is that the sheriff on the first day ruled out foul play. We don't see any foul play. When his head was detached from his spinal cord.
How does that happen?
I don't know, man. It's Mississippi. It's Mississippi burning 2023. And we're on top of this 24/7. We haven't rested on this case. And think about this, that we've had this case since December, right after the remains were found in November, and couldn't get a news story broke on it. Only a couple of people would show up. Only a couple of cameras would show up. So we couldn't get the story broke until now, once we had the images of the remains. And what the state was actually telling us is we're conducting an autopsy, so we're going to turn the body over to y'all as soon as we get through. So when they call and say that they were turning over the body, when I went to Mississippi and it was the size of a shoebox, I was like, what kind of sick joke is this?
Wow. And we're looking at exclusive pictures you've provided for us here. What are we looking at, Arthur, right now exactly?
That's the vertebrae, parts of the vertebrae. The other picture that you see, that's the skull that was inside of that box that I'm telling you about, and that is his skull. And we've never seen this type of decomposition on anybody, so we're trying to figure all of this out as we go along. Was any kind of substance used? What has him in the shape that he's...
Look how they perfectly got his skull. They look. The autopsy already knew what this was. The reason why his neck had to be taken from his body, because they probably would have lynched him. And it would have broken his neck. You don't want the autopsy to figure that out, so you might as well decapitate his head from the body. You know what I'm saying?
At, because it would actually take, you know, we dig up mummies and there's still skin, there's hair. We don't have any of that.
That's the question
here.
I had for my producer. I'm like, how can you have a skull?
And look how perfect the bones is. You see what I'm saying? No meat, nothing, no skin, nothing. This is a sign of a hunter. Because you know how to skin a deer, a possum. I know how to do that. So yeah, that's why he ain't got all his body parts. Because it would tell you about the killer. So take the whole chest plate. Cut the arms up, you gotta take the brain, because you know you probably shot him in the brain or hit him on top of the head. Because if you look at the skull, that's why you gotta circle around the skull, because shit, they took that whole frame. It would have showed you that it would have had bullet holes in it or a blunt force trump object to the head. See, I know how these police be trying to help cover these suckers up, bro. We all know what they like to hunt with. So that means whoever nigga is on this camera shared this shit to the truck stop. So it's a video. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, the population small. Ain't no more than 1,200 people. Now I'm talking about the thing, when you stand at the table, girl, you gotta be standing there all your life and raised up in there. I know one day all your kids go to school. So boom, it looked like they surrounded him. He was standing on camera with a stick, Nikki seeing all this shit on the camera. All this and shared this shit at the truck stop and got everybody talking at a truck stop.
In that amount of time. And of course, this has been examined by the pathologist, the medical examiner, and they've positively identified him as this.
That's why some of the teeth were missing, because they used the root of the teeth to take DNA and match it to his mom's DNA. So it's positively him, no doubt about that. Now, also what happened is that last week, a whole separate set of remains have been found on another piece of property.
Separate individual?
Well, we're thinking that it's his remains, but they haven't done the DNA yet. It looked like with a case that, because we hadn't had the publicity that we had now, looked like they would have jumped right on it to try to find out if this was other parts of his remains. But as of today, they say that they haven't tested it for DNA yet.
Wow, just incredible.
Think about this. How they end up finding those other remains? Raj did. How they know that? Because the police got a whole lot of information. So they already knew to hunt for some more remains and kept that from the public and didn't want to tell us. All right, listen to this.
Incredible, just unbelievable. So you also sent us another photo with a female that you're standing there with.
That's his
and you're
mother.
looking at the remains. Let's show that photo.
That's his mother.
How has she been, and just imagine a mother looking at your child's remains in a shoe size box.
Yes.
It's just mind-blowing. How is she doing now?
Tiffany is one of the strongest women that we have seen. She said to me the first day that I went to Mississippi, she said, Silky, I'm going to bury my baby, and then it's all about business with me. She said, I don't care if they take my life. It's all about business with me after that. We have to find out who killed my child. And one of the things that was happening is that I promised her, I say, I promise you that we're going to get this broke. And as a team with Crump Law, we never make promises that we can't keep. And it was a horrible feeling for them to have to go through Christmas, New Year's, and we couldn't even get a story. But once we seen these images, we had to sit her down and talk to her, Isaiah, say, listen, I know this may be embarrassing. I know that you may not want to do this, but do you want to release these images to the public? And she said, without a doubt, we have to let them see what they done to my baby. She said, this is my baby. This is her baby child. And
reminds us of Emmett Till's mother.
Exactly. It reminds you exactly of the same story. The way this young man was lynched, no doubt about it in our mind, he was lynched. I don't care what kind of stories they concoct, he was lynched. And we see.
I believe that because he confirmed this is a racist ass town. Once you look at it, because look, why they got these trees looking like this? Oh, now they trying to block it. Look at the trees in the background. Look at these KKK ass shit going on. Let me go this way. See what I'm saying?
The results of that by what we have in the shoebox.
In the last 30 seconds that we have, what is it like for you as an investigator for Ben Crump and an investigator in general to hear a black man has been decapitated?
For me, it wasn't about being an investigator. It wasn't about working for Crump Law Firm. It was about a father. I got a 25-year-old, and I was like, I'll be damned if I didn't do everything and turn over every leaf that I could turn over to find out what happened to my son. So I took this as my son, and I sleep with that every night. I was tossing and turning, and now I'm starting to ease up a little bit because we're coming closer to actually finding out. We got people on the internet that's talking. We got people that's giving up names. So now we're coming a little bit closer to finding out what happened to Rasheem Carter because somebody's seen what happened to Rasheem.
All right, sir. We thank you for coming on The Factor Uncensored, and we appreciate this. And we want to send our best to the family. Just a horrible situation.
In the city where anything is possible, something sinister is.
We brought you the story of Rasheem Carter in Mississippi. He disappeared. He told the police and his mother he was afraid that there were a group of white men that were threatening him. And then they found his body in the woods, decapitated, body parts separated. Police said no foul play. That was weird. But then police also said it was possible for animal activity, and we checked with the death investigator who said 100% that was possible at that time, with that length of time in the woods. Rasheem's the family wants a federal investigation into this. They are very upset about it. They actually have said this was an evil act. Through their lawyer, Ben Crump, this was an evil act. Somebody murdered Rasheem Carter. The family just released a statement to the public saying that Rasheem told them that if anything should happen, then definitely his boss was responsible. And they haven't produced that text, they haven't produced that evidence, but what that did was it set a mob in motion. An online mob has gone after that boss. That boss's name is Luke Clements, and Luke's family was targeted by the internet mob. There were death threats against Luke, against his.
Same thing in the Mall Ivory case. They were getting death threats and all this. I received the words they spoke out their mouth. See what I'm saying? Look. Man, y'all can look at this man and tell this man a white premises, bro. Watch this. Look how the news trying to make it look like make you feel sorry for him. But check this out.
His wife against his kids, his little kids, and there were rape threats made against Luke's wife. The whole Clements family has had to go into hiding at this point, now fearful of their life. All the contracts that they've had to stop. All those workers were laid off. And there is evidence that
all the work is laid out, so keep this in mind. That don't stop an investigation. They need to bring those employees and take a statement of what was the argument about.
that has surfaced that shows Luke could not have done this crime. I want to bring in Luke Clements, who is in hiding. He was Rasheem's boss. He owns that.
Now keep this in mind. He might didn't do it, but he know who did it. See what I'm saying? He still is not off the hook because you got an alibi. Remind you, he the one made the call.
That company that hired Rasheem to work in Mississippi. And Luke also is doing this interview with his attorney, Marco Mera.
Bald head, Know what I'm talking about? Bald head. Look at his facial expression. Then I was trying to find out them tattoos up on his neck. Cause I'm quite sure he got some of that brotherhood tatted up on him, Jack. I bet you any kind of money. I want to see those tattoos, and I bet you he got some races on there. He got a pride flag on that motherfucker or something. Look, watch this. Check out his vibe.
Who is joining us as well live tonight. Luke, let me start with what's happened to you and your family and why you decided to get everybody and immediately go into hiding.
You know, after the national press conference, you know, all throughout the process of the Rasheem case and all, you know, I've continuously, ever since he went missing, have received calls and always receiving things, you know, via the internet and social media. But once the national press conference hit the news, it just got relentless. You know, we started getting death threats. You know, it started being accusations made toward my wife and my kids. And then it was just relentless. I mean, they would call me every minute, every 2 minutes. They'd leave me messages until my voicemails filled up on my phone. Text messages were just horrific text messages, just stating some horrific things that they wanted to do to me and my wife and my children. They've contacted, you know, different family members. Anybody who was associated with me has been contacted. And
look, you could tell by his whole body language. Look, you could tell by his whole body language, right? Now, throughout this whole investigation, nobody ain't finna ask about what was the argument about, what y'all had going on, what triggered all this. This man said you had something to do with him about to get killed. You know what I'm talking about? And the main thing you is concerned about is threats, death threats. Maybe you would have told her what the fuck happened. You won't be getting death threats. But you gave that man a death threat, but now you don't like it when you get her. You see what I'm saying? Listen to this shit, bruh.
you know, it just got to the point where I felt like it was the safest thing to do to be to just take my family out of the picture.
Let me read some of the text messages that you have received from this online mob. Okay, I'm going to start here. And there are some things I've had to obviously redact because they are so horrendous. Yes, you and your family will suffer, and your kids will suffer for the rest of their life. The next text is the guy who killed Rasheem.
Now look how they playing the race card. Y'all see how they playing the race card now? Ooh wee. Look how, I just want y'all to see how the news be doing certain things. Now they trying to make it, you know, because they already know what this about. They already know they were mostly racist motivated. They were racially hate motivation. Watch this.
Rasheem Carter is Stephen Luke Clements. Stop waiting on the police to give y'all justice. His wife's name is blank. And of course, they used the name. This next one is, you are being followed. Everywhere you go, what goes around comes around. This next one is about your wife, and it's a rape threat. I've had to redact it heavily. It says, that pretty little blank of yours will have blank, which is sexually explicit language, when your eyes roll to the back of your head. Don't get caught on here. The next text is about your children. It says, your children will be left on this planet with our race. You better pray to your white God that we have mercy on them. Luke, what have the police done about these threats to you and your family?
We've made contact with all the local law enforcement, the sheriffs and all in our county, and they're aware of everything that's going on. They've been very supportive. You know, I've definitely had a lot of support from the local law enforcement. And they've made continuous checks, you know, on our business and our properties and all of the areas that are locally. And they've also they've been very supportive as as to talking to me and just checking on me and just making sure that everything was okay.
Man, y'all heard it, bruh. Check this out. That let you know he just confirmed law enforcement is on his side and they working with him. That explain why he probably told the police where the other body parts could be there and they went and retrieved it. You see what I'm saying? And if you look at him, he bald head. He give me racial vibes. He got his shirt buttoned all the way up, so you won't be peeping at the tattoos that he got. I put my money on, man. This man probably got all type of swastikas and you know what I'm talking about, brotherhood tatted on him. You see what I'm saying? So look. I want to know what kind of truck all his buddies drive. Cause I want mine to be asking me like, look, let me get all your friends. Let me see all your friend list and let me see what kind of cars they drive. And boom, you'll start finding a whole bunch of white trucks. And then let's match them up on the surveillance camera. Cause keep this in mind, they know not to flash those trucks. That's probably why they ain't flashing those trucks on no surveillance footage, cause it would show his redneck ass friends.
It's just been it's really, I mean, it's unfortunate, you know, and we, you know, I want to find out what happened to Rasheem, and I want to help any way we can, and we have, you know, we've made every effort to you know, address any of these accusations that have been made, and it's just unfortunate that you know, that it's just been a rough time.
And listen, Rasheem's parents, his family's been on this program as well, wanting, you know, to seek answers. And at that time did not point the finger at you. But I do want to mention, Mark O'Mara, there's a collection of evidence that you've put together in terms of looking at everywhere that your client was, where Luke was while Rasheem was seen on a deer cam, and text messaging between Luke and his employee, Rasheem, and a lie detector test as well that I know you've said, you know, Luke has taken and passed. My question is, why do you think that Rasheem's family wrote this? They said that there was a text that her well, she hasn't shown it, but she says that she has a text from her son saying, me and the owner of this company are not seeing eye to eye, Mama. If anything happens to me, he's responsible for it. What do you make of this coming from Rasheem Carter's family?
Sure. Well, first, we haven't seen it. I want to. I've asked for it. I'm hoping it's going to come. I believe and hope that law enforcement does have it. And if it says those words, then I'm sure there is some other explanation that we don't know of yet. But we also have a text string between Rasheem and Luke the very night that supposedly he had said this to his mom. And the text string, which I'd given to you, Ashley, and is available, you know, is very friendly. It talks about the work the next day. He didn't end up showing up, but work into the future. But what I did when Luke first came to me, I looked at him quite honestly.
No, I want to see that. It's like they finna play a game with this shit, bro. They finna play a game because it's like they trying to get all the evidence off Luke. If you clear him, if you clear Luke as a suspect, right, you clear the rest of his female friends. You know, I mean, the rest of them redneck motherfuckers, right? So they automatically gonna be cleared. Now we can't let that shit happen, bro. Man, I be tired seeing these kind of cases all over again. People, white men jumping in trucks, hunting down black people. They feel like they get mad and, you know what I'm talking about, get guns out and just kill them. You know what I'm talking about? Because of your skin, bro. I be tired of this shit. They worse than the neighborhood. Cause keep this in mind. We know better than not to walk in no white folks' neighborhood. We know better. So look, watch this.
With the jaundiced eye, I said, okay, if I'm going to help you, we need to prove innocence, a difficult thing to do. So I asked him literally on the phone, get me your phone records. He did. Get me employment records. He did. Get me records showing where you were that next day, October 2nd. He was at work 6:22 in the morning, didn't leave until 8:44 at night in a secure.
So he was at work. Why? Look, check this out. He was at work from 6 in the morning, and what time he got off?
Facility. He wasn't there when whatever happened to Rasheem happened to him, and then we ran him through a polygraph. Did you know anything about Rasheem's employment records? He did. Get me records showing where you were that next day, October 2nd. He was at work 6:22 in the morning, didn't leave until 8:44 at night in his
to 8:44 at night. So check this out. You got what time the mama say his phone pinged at the dollar store? At 10 something, right? Before that, in the morning, he was at the police station at 7 something. Round about the same time that he would be getting to work. So it ain't no telling what was going on early, because did he counter him early that morning? He would have seen them. He on his way to work. All right. Then he get off at 8 something. This just let me know that you got a plug. You gotta, whatever you into, and it could be white supremacy, because it got white supremacy written all on this. I don't care what nobody says, white supremacy written all on this. The killing show it. Most of the evidence that we do got confirming that, you know what I'm talking about, it was racially motivated through an argument. So he would have bumped into him, or just say he would have known what he was doing. Because why would you text him the night and talk about work the next day? Come on, bruh. That was like an alibi. Now, you can set a motherfucker up, but you ain't got to participate when it comes to doing the crime. You ain't got to do nothing like, yeah, I tell you what, I'm going to just make sure your ass ain't going to leave Taylorville. Ring, ring, ring. Get the gang ready. I got one. Next thing you know, they on the hunt. And then he got out work. Y'all know what time he got out work. Y'all forgot that this man slept outside. This man slept outside till the next morning. Why he didn't walk to work? If he supposed to be working, why you got text message telling him to show up at work and this man still trying to get home? Come on, bro. I'm already catching him up in this shit. I'm already catching him up. That's why he talking about, yeah, we put him on the polygraph test. Polygraph test. The state finna spend some real money now to get this sucker off the hook. Cause you don't want another one of these Ahmaud Arbery cases in the news media right now. Too much shit going on. So you gotta cover it up, right? So listen to this shit.
Secure facility. He wasn't there when whatever happened to Rasheem happened to him, and then we ran him through a polygraph. Did you know anything about Rasheem's passing? No. Did you harm him in any way? No. Did you have anything to do with it or any knowledge of it? No. The problem with it is that even if
he ain't say nothing about did you threaten him. See what I'm saying? That was the main question you supposed to ask, threaten him. You ain't heard that shit.
Miss Tiffany, Rasheem's mom, didn't intend this horrible tidal wave of violence. It's there because in the internet, one little thing is taken as the truth and it can blow up and hurt people. And that's the concern we have right now.
Understandably, there's no excuse for people jumping to conclusions and becoming law enforcement themselves, and then going after a person's wife, a person's children. Let's stay on this. Mark O'Mara, please keep us posted on what's happening. Lou Clements, I wish you.
And then he trying to play victim on TV. You can look at his body language. Look at his facial expression, man. Man, that man's facial expression is not changing. I know what that look mean. If you take one good look at that man's face, bro, what's the tell me the expression that he got on his face right now. He done got his lawyer. He done lawyer up. You know what I'm talking about? The lawyer slick talking for him, you know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, we put him on the polygraph. If I'm going to help you, I need all the evidence. You know what I'm talking about? So, you texting a man that you just threatened talking about him showing up the next day. Know what I'm talking about? That's what I see. I see the devil, Jack.
Safety with your family, and I do want you to keep us posted on the developments in this case. Thank you both.
Pre-logging is key to successful macro tracking, so let me take you through how I do it to hit my summer goals with my...
Welcome back to Law and Crime Daily. We go now to Mississippi, where a disturbing story is getting a lot of attention. A man missing since last fall was found dead with his head severed from his body. That's according to an independent autopsy released by his family. Despite apparently brutal injuries at the time Rasheem Carter's body was found, the sheriff's department said no foul play was suspected.
Man, look at it, look. Man, you don't even got all the body part. Man, this case really disturbed me because this ain't no case that hard to put together. They got their suspect and I honestly feel like they trying to let him off the hook. They already showing screenshots of this man at a truck stop and the whole town talking about it. Look, the whole town showing the picture in Taylorsville. And look how small it is. Come on, bruh. Everybody know what's going on. When them police, I wouldn't even be surprised if the police went to every house that had cameras and every business with cameras and started confiscating video footage. Tampering with evidence, bro. Know what I'm talking about? See, the population ain't number. Shit, look at the population. Ain't number about 1,200 people. Most of the population is white people. Come on now. My point exactly. So it ain't hard to figure out like, damn, them folks stay in a racist ass town. I'm looking at the trees around it. The trees even looking like where they hang motherfuckers at. this shit, bruh. It's always been a small type neighborhood. Cause you look at it, this was a white neighborhood. From the 1910s, 20s, 30s, 40s. So shit, we know what's going on there. They go to property line. They talking about the property line. So this like another case of Rosewood.
Carter family is now asking for a federal probe into the investigation. Carter's mother says Rasheem told her he was being targeted by white men in the community. Then, just days later, he went missing. According to the family's attorney, Ben Crump, Carter's head was removed and his spinal cord was found in a different area. Some of his body parts are reportedly still missing. The Mississippi State Medical Examiner's report states that the conditions of the remains make it difficult to pinpoint the time of death. The report lists both the cause and manner of death as undetermined.
This was a nefarious act. This was an evil act. Somebody murdered Rasheem Carter. And we cannot let them get away with this.
On October the 1st, my son texted me. This was after him and I had gotten off the phone. He said, me and the owner of this company not seeing eye to eye, mama. His name, which I can't say at this time, but if anything happened to me, he's responsible for it. I'm so smart, mama. He got these guys wanting to kill me. And that's what he sent to me.
But you know what? Check this out. It could have been some of those co-workers, gang. See what I'm saying? It could have been some of the dudes that work at that job. Cause watch this. The mama said, even the people said they laid everybody off. Why they laid everybody off? Cause maybe they all work together. Man, I'm trying to see if they all work together. It explains why would they be hunting him all night long till the next morning. You know what I'm talking about?
And then he went missing.
Nemo, what sense does it make for the police to say there is no evidence of foul play? He didn't dismember himself.
Yeah, that was a very poor statement by law enforcement down there in Mississippi, because it's been 4 months. They really haven't been able to figure out what happened here. And at best, you know, you have wild animals and the body parts are scattered over 2 acres. But this is the type of case, you know, I'm Team Ben Crump. You got to get the feds involved here. You got to figure out what happened, because if mom is right and he was really being chased by 3 truckloads of white men, you have a potential motive here. You may have a hate crime, you have a murder, and if you can't figure it out, law enforcement, you gotta get feds involved so they can.
Yeah, I'm getting really Ahmaud Arbery vibes here, and I'm not liking it. Terry,
Damn, I said the same thing. I'm getting Ahmaud Arbery vibes off this. Cause I was following his case real closely. And I listened to everything what Travis McDonald said, what his daddy said, and Rodney's statements. And check this out. The owner of the business was basically saying the same thing what Rodney said when he was talking about, yeah, my family getting death. Let me show y'all this shit right quick. Hold on. Ahmaud Arbery case. Let me see. I need to pull up Rodney job. Right here. Hold on, guys.
As a young black man skateboard, Brian said.
Check this out, gang. Hold on. Check this out. Now look at his expression.
You know, I don't really know what else to say other than it was unsettling. You know, I've never experienced that, and I don't care to experience it again. I really don't. If the video wasn't there, I don't think there would be an outcome that anybody would be satisfied with, because I don't think anybody would know the outcome. But I'm not proud that I shot the video. But maybe it helps in the end.
And it helped in the end and got your ass life with no parole. But he talking just like this dude. Hold on. Let me show y'all this. Hold on, where the interview look like him.
You are at Railton College, mediocrity's capital.
We brought you the story.
And then it was just relentless. I mean, they would call me every minute, every 2 minutes. They'd leave me messages until my voicemails filled up on my phone. Text messages were just horrific text messages. Just stating some horrific things that they wanted to do to me and my wife and my children. They've contacted, different family members. Anybody who was associated with me has been contacted.
See what I'm saying? I learned from how the way Roddy was talking. I'm like, yeah, he guilty as fuck. I can't wait till they charge his ass. Listen to his word closely. He doing the same shit. He doing the same goddamn thing. And not only this, look how the police chief look.
With the fact that this is the year 2023 and not the year 1850. Like, how long are black Southerners going to be terrified?
This was sent to his mother. It read, "Me and the owner of this company not seeing eye to eye, mama." One text message read, "Sheriff's Office. Smith County Sheriff Joel Houston told NBC News that his office was awaiting potential warrants to determine."
Now this the police chief. If he wasn't wearing that suit and you put him in a robe, you'll know what you got. So look, right?
Determined whether any devices pinged near the area where Carter's remains were found at the same time he went missing. Houston also said Carter's co-workers, including the ones whose name he gave his mother, have been ruled out as suspects after the authorities were
I knew it. They were all co-workers.
able to confirm that when Carter was last seen alive, their phones were almost 100 miles away from Taylorsville at another job site. Houston says they confirmed their whereabouts through phone records and GPS. Sheriff, put the sheriff back up again. Okay. Now, Sheriff, listen here. Now, obviously, I'm no police, and I don't want to be. But you do realize they could have just left the phones at the house. You do realize that. I'm just saying, potentially.
And now then, people got multiple phones. So what kind of phone they gave you? Right? So I want to know what surveillance footage they got of his credit card being used. Want to know why they keeping that shit up on the roof?
Also, perhaps, somebody else did it and there was a connection here. My point to you is this, Sheriff. You don't rule out somebody conclusively, publicly, just because a cell phone may have pinged in another location. All right, there's more. This is such a twist and turn story. Initially, the authorities came out immediately and basically said no foul play.
If you look at the police chief, right, what's the difference? When you look at his face, look at his.
Having ADHD has been a real challenge in my life. You're losing stuff all the time.
We brought you the story of Rasheem Carter in Mob. Okay, I'm going to start here.
So look at his face and look at the police chief face.
With the fact that this is the year 2023 and
to determine whether any devices pinged near the area where Carter's remains were found at the same time he went missing.
Both on bald head.
The story of Rasheem
that are locally.
Come on, bruh. I see why they so cooperative with each other. Payal. Yeah. But yeah, gang, when I was looking at this map, I already got my question. Laura, Mississippi, right here by Taylorsville. And boom. And he was found in Clear Creek. So they work over here. No, I got it upside down. I got it upside down, gang. Make a long story short, he ended up in Clear Creek. Right here. This even make it look better. Cause you got right here at Taylorville. Look how much different they'll make. So they hunt that man, made that man go in the woods, and they did the real hunting in the woods. I don't know if he was shot, but I'm gonna say he had to be shot, and they cut them up right there on the scene, took the rest of the body parts, and ditched it somewhere else. Or probably still will have it. I don't know. Next thing you know, the next day, even before the family even filed a missing person report, you got the whole city, town of Taylorville sharing this image and talking about it and had a narrate for this story at a truck stop. We don't know what was being said or what was being told. But this town is predominantly white people. So you know what that's all about. Think about this. If this was a black neighborhood, everybody gonna know what happened in the neighborhood. Everybody know each other. And we know black people stick to that no snitching code. Y'all don't think these people doing the same shit? They done talking about it. They ain't snitching either. You see what I'm saying? The whole time they sharing this shit at a truck stop. So this is confirming that you got white boys in trucks hunting a black man, and the first thing they do is go to a truck stop and share the image. Come on, bruh. Man, them folks sticking to a no snitching out there, John. Man, nah, we ain't gonna rat nobody out. We just gonna keep it at the truck stop. What would they would say? Yeah, man, you know what, little Billy Ray right now. You know what I'm talking about? They the whole town know. Now I understand why would the police find other body parts on another private property. That means you must have had a search warrant to go on private property. You see what I'm saying? You just can't walk on nobody's shit. You got to have a search warrant. Man, they could be family ties or anything when it comes to the police station, because you got to think about it. Man, that motherfucker 1,200 people stay in that joint. Half of y'all got more than that on your friend list on Facebook and Instagram. There you go. They all family and close friends of family. You see what I'm saying? That's all that shit mean. Everybody done went to school, you know what I'm saying, with each other, you know what I'm saying? Little Lily done hooked up with little Billy, you know what I'm talking about? They out there doing their little thing and married, you know what I'm talking about, to the police chief daughter or the police chief niece. You know what I'm talking about? Or they family might own the stores around there. You know, the store, the laundromat, you know, shit like that. Cause they say he's the owner of the business. So he must got a small little business that he would need temporary service assistant. So now we know one thing about Taylorville, a few things. It's predominantly white, right? They predominantly white. It's small. Everybody should know each other. All the kids go to school together. Shit, they ain't got that many schools, about 3 or 4. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah. They own the grocery stores, the gas stations, and all these little convenience stores around there. All that shit could be family owned around that motherfucker. Families and friends. Cause it sound like to me, they always been a little tight little community. It's always been small, populated. So you know it's gonna be history there. I wanna know, I'm gonna look up I'm gonna look up racism in Taylorville. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on, gang. I'll be right back. Let me see what's going on. Taylorville, Mississippi. Racism.
According to Wikipedia, Taylorsville is a town located in southeastern Smith County, Mississippi, United States. With a population of 1,148 in the 2020 census, the town is the most populous city in Smith County.
What? Damn, they already got racism in here. Oh, that because they got Rasheem Carter stuff pulled up. Hold on, y'all. I'm pulling up some shit right quick. Y'all see where I'm at, don't you? Right up here by. This the closest one to shit. It's right on the next town over, right here. That's like the next town over. So yeah, I'm gonna give me a little quick little history lesson. Know what I'm talking about? They got the maps, all this shit. All right, all right, all right. And then all these is small population town. You see what I'm saying? Cause look at the population. They all in the 2,000, no more than about 2,500 people. See what I'm saying? Cause these the top 10 races got there. Look, 1,500, 2,100, 2,000. Damn. 763. Damn, only 300. 375. So no wonder why they got this shit looking like them damn trees out there. Looking like crosses and shit. Know what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna do a little more research on Rasheem Carter case, cause we already know this racism, and we know the boss got something to do with it. And this evidence that can prove that, they just ain't releasing it, or they trying to sweep it up under the rug. We just don't know all the suspects, but one thing I do know, that he named his boss and other co-workers to his mama. So they all work together. And they all got alibis at different job sites. So you know he can falsify time card sheets and all this. And say a motherfucker didn't even work that day. I could have said, yeah, he was hurt on the job. He could have let all of them took off and falsified their paperwork and made it look like they was on a different job site. So you mean to tell me what kind of job site they in 3 and 4 different locations? See what I'm saying? How that's gonna play out? Unless you got more than one company, but they said they was 100 miles away. Really? At another job at 100 miles away? So look, I see how they I see how the lawyer talk, cause I know how to talk out the side of my neck like the lawyers do. They know how to ask one question and can ask you this same question 100 different times just to get you to slip up. But they got footage of these trucks, of these white boys. If you got 3 trucks, was they company trucks? If they all white, gotta be company trucks. Cause if he texts his mama and told his mama, look, my boss got these men following me. So them his co-workers. And probably been in their company truck and stalking that man, bruh. I don't even think him and the boss man was into it like that. I mean, he probably looking for a reason to be bloodthirsty. Anything would set a racist off if you especially when you working for one. Cause how many jobs, I can name a couple of jobs I had and I was working for a racist and didn't even know it at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I ain't know that man was racist, but you know what I'm saying? Cause you got different kind of races. You got racists that will hire you on the job just to work the shit at you, you know what I'm saying, and give you less pay, bro. That's always been their tactic. The job system was set up for that on racism. Yeah, we gonna make them niggas work for a little minimum wage. You know what I'm talking about? Working till sun up and sun down. That's why we got daylight saving time. Cause they want us to stay in the field. Soon when that sunrise getting up at 6:45, they want that sun out there at 6 something. So you can work all night down there when the sun go down around 10 o'clock at night. That's a whole fucking day, bruh. That's how daylight savings came about. It was built out of slavery. That's why the economic the way it is. Get all the people that's, you know what I'm talking about, not just only black people, they'll do that to their own white people. Cause the welfare system was set up for the white people. It was a head start. It was like boom, you come in here with nothing, we gonna get you on your feet till you get jobs and shit. And then when they start giving it to black people, shit, you know what I'm talking about? But you see how clean the bones was? Only two people that can do that to get the meat off the bone is a doctor or a hunter. That's what they do. Skit shit off the bone. They some cooking motherfuckers. When it come to deer meat, hunting food, squirrels, and all this, they don't buy that type of shit at the store. They like to hunt it. It's just something about putting that blade in the rabbit, gut them down, see all the juices in the stomachs, intestines, you know what I'm talking about. Cause it's finna be a messy job, and it's finna be if you ever clean a rabbit and gut a rabbit, soon you open that rabbit up, man, it's finna light up the whole fucking house. You got to clean them just outside. The smell is that bad. I mean, if you cut a live person open right now, it's finna be, that whole room finna be lit up. So the reason why they had to take body parts, it would prove a murder. You have bullet holes in it, stab wounds, you know what I'm talking about, or some kind of murder weapon that he was strangled or lynched. You know what I'm talking about? 9 times out of 10, they finna lynch. They finna hang you some way, cause when they do killing, just look at their history, how the way they kill when they come to hate crime. It's always torture, like hanging or setting you on fire or tying you up with the ropes to animals so they can drag your bones and crack your, rip your body apart. You know what I'm talking about? That ain't nothing new. They taught me that shit in history class. And they still doing it. Then that shit, look. Then most of the slave movies, when they do make slave movies, the number one when it comes to slave movie is Mississippi. Look how many slave movies they done made in Mississippi. Y'all remember that movie The Rock played in called Walking Tall? He was the sheriff marshal, police chief, and used to walk around with a billy stick, a 2x4, I mean. That was based on a real man. He was a white boy, and he used to go around whooping on motherfuckers. Go in the bars and shit. Half his victim was black. They ain't just gonna tell you that though. But in the movie they portray you because you know what I'm talking about. Because he was a part of a case. But that movie was based on about a real white man. He was a police chief and he was running that whole neighborhood, his whole town with a 2x4. But Taylorville just put the spotlight on them. We know it's a racist town now. Cause the way I done seen those trees, I was like, damn, I got a racist vibe when I need to do a little digging on that little park. They had in there when I see those trees that look like crosses, I need to look into that. Cause usually you can look on the internet and see, you know, where all the lynching was, do a little research and see where all the You know what I'm saying? The riot started with all the feud between the blacks and the whites, and you know the KK histories, and then shine more light on this time. Cause I'm from the country, and I know one thing. Where I'm at, we don't walk around white folk neighborhood. We don't even want to go near. We really don't even want to drive by. Cause keep this in mind, before we get to their neighborhood, the police already done harassed us before we got there. You know what I'm talking about? If you even get caught walking around that joint, they finna call the police. We got a black man walking suspicious. What the police finna do? Show up in less than 2 minutes? Asking you all these questions. And then ain't no telling what gonna happen after that. Cause next thing you know, yeah, Trey Gang Production missing the last time he was seen heading eastbound down White Lane. And then pull up my phone record and say, man, Trey Gang phone pinging back at the police station. And that's something else to think about, cause this man, he at that police station. And he begging them folks to stay there too. And so boom, next thing you know, they got Trey Gang pinging at the police station. Like, well damn, why is his phone pinging at the police station? And if you telling us that, you know that he was last missing, oh, your ass must be the suspect. Cause when the mama found out his phone was pinging at the Dollar Tree, look at the information she got when she went up there. Them folks told her, said, man, them dudes came in there looking for him. And guess what the police did? Got her mind off of that just to get her. Look, his phone was last pinging where the body parts was at. So that means the killers got the phone because he still had his wallets when he left out the store. So he should still have his wallet with him at the time of the murder. And then the person that murdered him took the goddamn wallet and spent it. They knew his PIN number and everything, got to spend it. Shit. I ain't gonna lie, I know what it is like to, man, mob up in these racist ass neighborhood. Man, bruh. It's just totally different. Mountain out. You can walk in the neighborhood, be like, damn, I hope a nigga don't get me. You know what I'm talking about? Man, you walk in the neighborhood, you wouldn't even feel comfortable, like even taking a stroll, like, damn, I'm gonna keep it moving. It's just something about that vibe. They don't want you in their neighborhood. They'll kill you. They always tell you this will happen if you go to the hood. You will die. Shit, that's the same thing when you walk in the neighborhood when you go to the white folk. Shit, you can't even jog in that motherfucker. You got people just mysteriously coming out. Oh shit, we got a burglar out here. That's sad how the way they look at you. Soon when they see you, first thing they come to their head, look at here, a burglar, he a thug, he a thief, he a killer. You see what I'm saying? That's what they automatically think of you, man. And they get scared, call the police, and the police show up, they scared in the motherfucker. With their hand on the gun, squeezing the trigger. That's how scared they are, bro. Cause they know what you could do to them. They can't fight. Come on. That's why you don't see no slave master getting his ass whooped by a slave. Because we know who gonna win that fight. So that's why they always got the man with the whip in his hand, you know, showing him the most dominant. Not in no boxing ring. You get your ass boxed. I'm just being 100. Look what the history, look at the history, what happened in Mississippi, like Rosewood. Think about it. They ain't just had no polices in town. It wasn't nothing but a gang of white boys running the motherfucking town. Right or wrong. Made himself the mayor or the police chief, whatever he make, whatever he wanted to be, right? So look, what they did was come in the black neighborhood, burn up your grocery stores, your supply stores, in your hood, right? Kidnap you and kill you. They been doing that for years, bro. I ain't never heard no group of black people running in no white neighborhood doing the shit they did to us to them. Never seen that. I mean, police wasn't even back in those days. Back in those days, the police just really wasn't running shit. Look what happened in Atlanta, Georgia, with the Ahmaud Arbery case. Look how the police tried to cover it up for them. The man was still alive when the police showed up on the ground. You can still hear the man breathing for life. And the police was just sitting up there like he was just dead. Didn't try to do no CPR, no resuscitation, none of that. Look at the movie that was in Florida. Look how much racism played in Florida. Man, this racism done got out of hand, gang. You got social media playing these propagandas on us and shit. Look how they doing the suspect that's accused of this man death, and they treating him like he the victim. They treating this man like he the victim. Like, come on, guys, y'all threatening the man's wife and his kids. Talking about what you gonna do to her. Like we soft. What we need to stop doing is protesting. Yeah, we need to get like Haiti did, you know what I'm talking about? And just say, fuck it, man, and let's shit. This is what they want to do, man, let's do it then. Old man coming down that motherfucker to Taylorville, Mississippi and fuck up some shit. I come down that motherfucker, burn all that shit down. Everybody's tires gonna be flat. Fuck you talking about. Shit, all the gunshots broken in. Yeah. Theft done went up 100%. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a motherfucker move at it. I'm gonna split that shit up. I'm gonna break all that shit up. Like, fuck it, we gotta move, bitch. Look, I'm breaking all in the KKK building. I'm sneaking in that motherfucker. Throw me a little robe on, you know what I'm talking about? Come in that giant, they gonna be at a meeting. I'm gonna come in that motherfucker. White power! White fucking power! I hate those niggas, you know what I'm talking about? And they be like, oh yeah, he cool, that's the new dude, you know what I'm talking about? And up that Draco on their ass, you know what I'm talking about? Be like, yeah, Trey, can you come to the podium and say something to all the brothers? You goddamn right I got something to say. Yeah, up that Draco, cause you know that Draco black, goddamn. That motherfucker all black. Yeah, when they see that little nigga, it's over with. Look. Yeah, you have plenty of witness in the police precinct talking about what happened? What did you hear? What did you saw? All we just heard was pow. They were so close to each other, like pow, pow, pow. You know what I'm talking about? But that little town raises his head. I just found that out today. I like, damn, this town raises his head. It make me want to take a trip. I want to go to that truck stop. Cause that's where you finna get all your information from, the truck stop. So they're gonna be my first visit. Go to that truck stop, you know what I'm talking about? Going straight to that counter, I'm like, yeah, check this out. We heard a story about y'all with Sharon, you know what I'm talking about? And whoop everybody work in that motherfucker. I bet the train ain't gonna get some answer when I leave Taylorville. If you think that population 1,200, wait till I leave that motherfucker. I'm gonna change that motherfucker. That motherfucker ain't gonna be Taylorville no more. That motherfucker we gonna call that whole Ghost Town. Yeah, come on down here to Ghost Town, Mississippi, Jack. Yeah, then I can hang out my Anglo statues up around the block and shit, you know what I'm talking about? Bringing awareness, you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh my God, he's here, you know what I'm talking about? Man, let me stop before I get started, goddammit. Hey, look. Oh shit, man, y'all finna start having my goddamn stomach hurt now. But yeah, I'm mad the motherfucker, bro. Cause this all we need. The surveillance footage, the more phone records. I'm dying to see the text message that he would be texting him the next day. That would be impossible for him to be. Now, he said he texted him that night, talk about him coming to work the next day. So why would he then show up? And if he already there, he would be on the clock working till his mama get there. You know what I'm talking about? Oh shit, I like that little nine. Y'all come on down to Trey Town, goddammit. Oh shit, I like how that ring. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make that happen. I might need to name one of these blocks I got. You know, yeah, bitch, you know what I'm talking about. Come on down here to Trey Town, Jack. Take care of the business right quick, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you just come on down there to Trey Town, you know what I'm talking about. But like I said, man, I feel sorry for the mama. That ain't no way to lose your child. Cause you know when I be thinking about how these people be losing their kid, bro, I'd be devastated if this shit happened to me. Cause I be looking at these people, this be actually real life that you got people on camera weeping, and, you know what I'm saying, and crying over their loved one because they were brutally murdered in a fucked up ass way. Man, the more I read the Bible, the more I understand why the world is going to be more and more corrupt. It's never going to get better. You can hang that up right now. You see what I'm talking about? You can hang that shit up right now, bro. Like I said, it's going to be another Kaniga Jenkins case. It's going to be another Ahmaud Arbery case. It's going to be another Cupcake case. It's going to be another goddamn Maya Richardson case. It's going to be a whole lot of more Orient and Orson case. The missing Cali boys. Yeah. You see what I'm talking about? So you might as well get ready for the next biggest thing, cause when I read my Bible, man, think about this, gang. You got a lot of devil worshippers in this world. Most of the presidents don't even believe in Jesus. You see what I'm saying? They believe in God, but they don't believe in some of their Jesus theory. That's why they don't never, you know what I'm saying, mention even Jesus' name. They always say, yeah, God, the almighty one God, you know what I'm talking about. But you'll never see them go to churches. You'll never hear them about paying their tithes. Shit, you don't even hear these folks even saying, praise Jesus. No, thank God. None of no religious talk unless you mention it to them. You see what I'm saying? Look how many people, we know it's a lot of Christians in this world. But you know what's the biggest mystery? How many devil worshipers you got in this world? People that worship false idols. You know what I'm talking about? Cause the shit that I found out about the real truth about a mushroom, bruh, fuck me up. A mushroom. Everybody know what a mushroom will do, right? Makes you hallucinate, and they'll make you closer to God too. Cause it's like a spiritual drug or something. It's a mushroom. Y'all heard the story, y'all know what's up with it. But I didn't even know the mushroom inspired Christmas. And that's why you got a Christmas tree decorated like a mushroom. I didn't even know that. And back in the days, them kings and those pharaohs, they was on the drug. They was on mushrooms too, Jack. Cocaine, all this shit. You see what I'm saying? I ain't even look. Mushrooms grow up under trees, right? Because this is where you find a mushroom up on a tree. Mostly up on the trees and by cow manure. So think about Christmas. Why you think they got a Santa Claus? Really, they said it's Jesus' birthday, December the 25th. So why Santa Claus stand in North Pole and that's in Alaska? So I was like, how that socialize with Jesus if he got something to do with Christmas and you got Santa Claus talking about little elves and all this shit. And then look, I looked up how tall would Jesus would be if he walked the world, because I know they got records of this shit. Man, they said Jesus would be 5'4". They said he'll be 5'4", so that's small. They say Jesus was small. And so once you think about it, UFOs and shit, that's why I always say it's always little men. You know what I'm talking about? But I found out a lot that I know about history because I just looked at the map, right? The map showed me proof that once upon a time the whole world was flooded. No doubts about that the whole world was flooded. And The half of the world is still flooded. Because you got oceans and you know what I'm talking about, Pacific Ocean and all this. So it's still flooded. I believe the water's still seeping down to the ground. That's what I started to believe. Because you know, like the Grand Canyon, all this come from up on the flood water. That's how the Grand Canyons got carved in this shit, right? So boom. The way I was reading the Bible, it clearly opened my eyes that, man, whatever inspired the book of the Bible when they went and got all those literature together and put it together the way they did. Because you know God didn't write the Bible. Think about that. All those is just history books that's in the one book. But you don't have all the history books. You only got 66 books in the Bible. But they only basically give you stories about King David. You should know what King David about, what the wars about, you know what I'm saying, the dreams and the fast shit that he did. Then you got to think about all the psychics that was back in those days. They called them witches, false prophets, you know what I'm talking about, witchcraft and all that. They used to kill psychics back in the days, right? God used to always, you know what I'm saying, be like, look, you know, don't even listen to these psychics. They got, you know what I'm saying, they false prophets. These words do not come from the dead. They cannot speak to the dead. You know what I'm talking about? But somehow people still thinking that people could talk to the dead. But that's why he said, hear my voice and trust and believe me of what I say. But nobody just don't take it that serious because everybody still listen to man. And when man got hold of to the word, look how corrupt the world is now. You got all these preachers out here, these churches out here teaching you about worldly issues. Worldly issues meaning your relationship. God is not thinking about your relationship if you're not married. Right? Because if you ain't married, you fornicating. That's a sin. He don't indulge in nothing evil. He don't indulge in none sin. Right? God is perfect. God don't care about, ooh, oh man, I wish he'll marry me. Why you don't even know I'm talking about? Lord, I just don't know why I do everything. He's not concerned about that. Because he already gave you the rules and regulations how to find your husband. You the one chasing up behind motherfucker they don't want it. You know what I'm talking about? So boom. When God sent Moses to Pharaoh now, he ain't coming there jump to do no goddamn protesting. He came to kick some ass. Shit, when him and God talk, he was like, look, when you go in this village, bro, you slaughter every man, every child, every, you know what I'm saying, woman, man, and child in that job. Totally slaughtered the whole people, bro. God was a God of war. You know what I'm talking about? Because you were surrounded by your enemy. Look how God say, I'm going to deliver you to your enemy. I'm going to take the yoke and the chains off your neck. Right? He did that. But you still submit to your enemy because he made them your presidents, your lawmakers, and everything. Because that's who you put all your trust and believe into. You are already trained to learn to live by the law of the world. Go to work every day. Pay your bills every day. Right? Nothing religion about this shit. Nothing religion about this shit. Either you gonna go to work, pay your bills, and you know what I'm talking about, and see what you gonna be successful in like what they want you to be. You know what I'm talking about? But and this still goes on right today. Just say like God say, yeah, you gonna have horses with flame in their mouth, dragons and all these old shit. And they gonna be spitting out fires. They gonna be riding in earls, you know, in the skies and all. You wanna know what them is? Helicopters, airplanes. You know wanna know what horses them could be? Police cars. And them the only motherfucker that got horsepower. You see what I'm saying? So I don't look for no images of what they mean when they say a horse breathing out fire out his nostrils or bull, you know what I'm talking about, and all this. I think about modern day tools. You know what I'm saying? You got Hellcats down here. That's symbolizing look at the Hellcat logo, a cat. You know what I'm talking about? He got flames and shit coming out motors, you know, Mustangs, they the horses, you got horsepower. Look at all these cars they name after the beasts. Even all the NBA teams and shit. Look at all the mascots on that job. That's history right in front of you. Look how many teams they got Indian logos, Indian mascot, and look where they located at. They'll show you where the Indian was originally located. I was like, damn, this is a cold game. So all they did was name a basketball team after some of the Indian land. You know what I'm talking about? That's why you got Chicago Bulls. Now, you don't think they had Bulls in Chicago at one point in time? You see what I'm saying? If you see a bull in Chicago right now, motherfucker flip out like, God damn it, they go a bull. You would suspect to see them in Texas, somewhere down south and all this. Look at, I'm just saying, look at all the logos like the Kansas City Chiefs. That's Indian, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they just turned this shit into a big ass game. Be like, look, let's get that man out racism and let's put a stadium on this motherfucker. Instead of us fighting, you know what I'm saying? We already won the fight and all this old shit, so we just gonna play basketball now. You see what I'm saying? Now you got the Indians going against the Cowboys. You got Kansas City Chiefs going against the Cowboys. Look how that shit sound now. Hell yeah. Well, pay y'all. But yeah, man, I hope they gonna wreck this case on up, man, and gonna bring out their evidence. I don't know why they keep switching up under the rug, cause it ain't gonna stay up under there. You see what I'm saying? All this information finna be made public, and they finna fight hard to come up with a narrative just protect their business owner. Cause by him committing that heinous crime, he really just exposed how deep racism go in Taylorville, Mississippi. He just really put them folks on the map. So I wouldn't mind taking a trip down there and shutting that bitch down, throw a little protest, you know what I'm talking about? Knocking some windows out, do a little loot, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I know it might sound a little harsh, but goddamn, bro. I'm tired of holding signs and, you know what I'm saying, and asking You know, with all this old nice ass shit, when we gonna get angry and start fucking up some shit? That's the only time we'll get right. That's the only time. You know, it's just like me. It's just like somebody killing my son and I had to kill it like, man, I just come in peace. Man, hell no. I'm coming to chop your ass up in pieces. Shit. That shit made me so mad because the way they did that man, bro. Because think about that man last hours. He get beat up, torture and shit. Ain't no telling what sick mind that they had, what they were doing to that brother when they were killing that man. Saying all those racist ass slurs and you know they know they torture me in the woods. Can't nobody hear him. Nobody can't come to his rescue. None of this shit, bro. I wish I could catch one slipping. I ain't gonna have no shame in my game. Hey, look, police not gonna mind though. Look, asking me about what happened to little Jimmy. We got some information that you know about little Jimmy disappearing. They'll never find him. I'm gonna tell you why they'll never find little Jimmy. Cause when I snatch his ass up, I already had everything planned it out. Take his ass back home, chop his ass up, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, into bite-sized chicken wings, goddamn. Yeah, have me a big ass hot pot of boiling water. Put that boy fingers in that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Foot and all. Yeah, you know, pour a little chicken broth, throw some celery, onion, all that shit in there. You know what I'm talking about? And feed his ass to Child Ray. Cause he gonna have a yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna feed that boy ass straight to Child Ray. Be like, huh, I got your lunch. He gonna be like, damn, it must be my birthday, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna have that boy ass what I made. Make that nigga ass into some rotel deal. Yeah. Yeah, the police be like, damn, we gotta check what these bones is. They eat bones and everything. So keep y'all little teacups around. You want to get rid of a body, them bitches eat up a whole big man around here. Yeah, that's what I said. Hands and footstool. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, give me some of that Herman dumpling, please. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, give me some of the boiled angles out there, motherfucker. Give me the hot sauce. Man, I'm telling you, bro, it's over with. Man, you gonna have the fans coming out bringing all kind of pots and pans out of the train game, how they that thing, you know, you gonna hear them do yeah, we right out in front of Trey Gang house. We looking at the FBI agents. They bringing out skillets and shit. We don't know what that might be about, but they done brought out some kind of seasoning with some X's on it. We don't know. That could be some killing poison or what. You know what I'm talking about? Cause I'm telling you, they don't want no beef with me. Like keep me some killer seasons. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I asked a nigga, damn, nigga, sound like you want some beef. You know what I'm talking about? See, you want your shit hot, spicy, mild, nigga, you know what I'm talking about? What you want, some salt, you know what I'm saying? Some killing season on it. A barbecue flavor, nigga, you know what I'm talking about? Cause I ain't gonna lie, I had got pulled over about a couple of days ago, gang. Police pulled me over, like, man, you know why I stopped you? I be like, man, hell no, you need to tell me now. Say, man, your head was, you know what I'm saying, going a little too fast. I'm like, what's a little too fast? You know what I'm saying? I hope you got this shit on the clock. So he was like, man, let me see your goddamn lights. You talking all this shit. I'm like, damn, I'm all suspended. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, you don't mind if I step out the car, dude. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, you come on and step out the car. And I was like, shit, I might need to jump in that jump with you. You going to jail, right? He was like, yeah. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna go with you because everything in this motherfucker car illegal. You know what I'm talking about? And jump back in his squad car. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, he like, man, what the fuck going on with him? Ain't even had shit in that motherfucker. I just want to sit in the back of his car, get rid of the drugs and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Cause you ain't finna catch nothing in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, talking about, let me roll the tape back because you doing too much movement back there. You know what I'm talking about? Goddamn. So look, while he was in the car, I done jumped through the window, jumped in the passenger, I done took it off. With the handcuff. On the little thigh, be like, look, bitch, I'm on the way. You know what I'm talking about? Just have the door open when I get there, goddamn, because shit, I'm coming in. You know what I'm saying? Only thing she gonna hear them tires screeching, you know, and the siren, whoop, whoop, hopping out that hole. But yeah, guy, I'm gonna get on the back this jump in a little minute though. I just want to hang out with y'all and talk about the Rasheem case, cause you know it's fucked up, bro. And the more we know, and the more we bring awareness, man, the more we can get this shit quicker done. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. Oh, you already know. I'm busting through those though, like goddamn it, yeah, I ain't playing, man. I swear, man, this shit gonna make me click one day. It gonna be a fucked up ass case gonna happen. It gonna make me snap and go out to one of these sucker neighborhoods. But I'm be tired of that old violent shit. But they don't want me to call the gang. I call little Snoop, little Ray and them, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna pull up. Yeah, you see how small the police precinct is? Shit. We could be in and out that motherfucker. I'm looking at the whole layout of the city. I'm like, damn. I really want to. I shake the whole block in that motherfucker. Hell yeah, cause you look at that town, oh yeah, word gonna get out. You gotta be well prepared in no town too, cause they ain't gonna do nothing wrong. Man, I'ma tell you something, man. If black folks start up an uproar and coming on them 4 block, I bet you they wrong. I bet you they get on down, bro. You see what I'm saying? Man, them folks will have a heart attack. Man, them folks will call the U.S. Marshal. Shit, it'll be a martial law in effect. Shit, they that goddamn scared. That's what they said, how slavery started. Said them goddamn niggas over there fucking with them snow bunnies. Said them snow bunnies got to dipping off from the cavemans. Yeah, they seen them little tools they were working with. They were like, hell no. Well, what you gonna hit with that? On them out. So yeah, so they was all out in the spring water and shit. I don't know what they were doing, but they seen that Mandingo down the river like shit. You know, they seen those niggas with those dreadlocks, you know, coming out that water and shit. And they seen they goddamn that rod. Said, oh my God. See, they ain't let the caveman know. They was sneaking off. Caveman looking around like, damn, where the gals go? You know, they were like, damn, we gotta go find them and look for them. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, found they over there down there in the African village. Happy than a motherfucker. That what started all that shit. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That what started all this shit. 'Cause they found out there was me out there. You know what I'm talking about? I was minding my own business. You know what I'm talking about? Sitting around on the throne and shit, and all these snow bunnies in my presence. They were like, hip hip hooray! You know what I'm talking about? Hip hip hooray! You know what I'm talking about? I did it. Yeah, and them they like, damn, we know they heard all the commotion. Found out I was somebody shit on me. They came and raided the camp, and then coming there found all the snow bunnies. Yeah, they done got Lily, Rachel ass out there, motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Karen ass, big boot ass. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they were mad than a motherfucker. One time, look. One time I was on the boat, goddamn. And one of them little snow bunny fell over the boat. We in the middle of Pacific Ocean. She fell out the boat. I had to think quick. You know what I'm talking about? I had to jump on the edge of that motherfucker and whip that goddamn that grown man now. Grab it, bitch. Well, she. You better hold on. You know what I'm talking about? That bitch don't drown, goddamn. Oh shit, man, I'm finna stop, bro, cause I'm finna start this shit all right. Do this shit all night, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, fell over the boat, ain't had no life jackets or nothing, you know what I'm talking about? I wasn't finna dip in that motherfucker. I had to run and stand on the edge of that boat and let that motherfucker hung low. You see what I'm talking about? And I'm gonna tell you something, that water cold than a motherfucker too, Jack. I'm like, bitch, you better hurry up. Boy, that temperature dropping like a motherfucker, that whole wheel shrivel, Jack. Shit. And then nobody didn't even believe it. She went back to the village trying to tell everybody, bitch, I almost died and drowned and shit. We had nothing to say. Trey got whipped out that Honda. I knew he was the one. He the chosen one after this shit. Yeah, I ain't even believe it. And that's why they started building this statue over there in Bangkok. Look, I had to jump in the water. Cause I ain't know this motherfucking kayak stick can float. That mother like a log in the water. I'm like, damn, cause you know I can't swim. I float. I said, oh my God, this is some impressive shit, you know what I'm talking about? I got to be blessed. Shit. See, I had to ride my own nuts back on the goddamn show beach. Yeah, they had the fire department, the fire marshal. They like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm talking about? It gotta be a miracle, Jack. And look, I know China got that shit on radar. Like, damn, look at that big ass submarine. That motherfucker long. Them goddamn Americans is up to something, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it was me on that radar. That's how I got the, that's how they told me, like, yeah, man, we need you over here in Bangkok, goddamn it. Oh shit, man, my head finna hurt. I got to roll up, guy. I gotta hit that kush. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I got that kush. The young nigga I got it from, he told me this shit came from out Pakistan. I'm like, man, you a goddamn lie. You ain't know no nigga in Pakistan talking about you got the, you know, that pressure. Yeah, that shit pressure, all right. She had me pressing like a mom. Damn, this shit from the pressing ass weed. Man, sold me this shit, man. Yeah. This shit pressure, all right. I mean, shit. I thought a nigga was pranking me when he be like, yeah, man, I got it. Like, yeah, let me see that, John. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I looked at the cook. I'm like, damn, I'm just waiting on the shit. A goddamn rabbit to pop out the head like, got you. Cause where I'm at, these nigga weed so bad shit. I bought a bud from a nigga at the corner store. Soon when I walking off after that little drug deal, I heard a nigga in the crowd like, got him. I'm like, fuck he mean, got him. Shit, I go to the goddamn car, roll up, I done roll up a big ass fuck. I remember what this shit. Talking about this shit smoking like fresh. Then I put that shit two and two together when I got out the car. And like, yeah, I got it. I'm like, for real though? You know what I'm saying? Man, I got it. Ooh, he even had the faces and everything down packed to tell that lie. Ooh, man, this shit here, nigga, ain't nobody got this in the city. Boy, I'm fucking the streets up with this shit. He got all kind of conversation for me. I'm like, that shit smoking, man. Yeah, this shit comes straight out of Pakistan. I'm looking at this nigga. I'm like, man, this nigga don't even know a nigga in Pakistan. You know what I'm talking about? Who he know to get this kind of plug? So check this out. Yeah, I said, yeah, let me get a ground, please. You know what I'm talking about? Cause he had one of his homies over there and shit. They looking at the drug deal. I'm like, damn, what the fuck they watching me for? You know what I'm talking about? This time, you know, soon I put the $10 in his hand, I heard that little young nigga say, got him. When he said that, I already knew what time it was. Yeah, them niggas got me for real, bro. I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to roll up in the car like, damn. Nigga, know they got some garbage there. He done talked me into it, too. I was looking at that nigga's shoes when that nigga was, you know what I'm talking about? Talking about, you got this shit from where? Pakistan. Nigga, they'll whoop you for wearing these shoes, nigga. Look at these big motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I'm looking at a nigga's shoes. I'm like, damn, that nigga gotta be a walking motherfucker. Look how many creases in them johns. I mean, that man's shoes at the top of them just look like a shadow windshield. All them lines going across that motherfucker. And then I'm like, damn, them motherfuckers supposed to be white, but why them motherfuckers looking like them whole sleek beige? Like, I'm damn, no. And then them hoes curl at the end like leprechaun shoes. I'm like, damn, nigga, you walking hard in them motherfuckers, ain't it? Shit, he done bit them hoes through a hook in the front. Now that nigga look like leprechaun by the foot. You see what I'm talking about? Shit. I used to date a gal, her feet were way bigger than mine. I'm like, damn. I'm talking about she had some big ass feet, man. She was wearing a size 12 and nigga shoes. And she used to have them big ass work boots sitting out at the door, you know what I'm talking about? Cause you know them Jones, I'm like, damn. Bet I know you fine, but them feet kicking like a motherfucker. Ooh wee. Cause man, my nigga came to the house like, damn. He must got another nigga stand. Them Jones, he see nothing but big ass boots, cause he know them ain't my John. You know what I'm talking about? I had to play them Jones off. Shit. Hell yeah, she has some big ass feet, man. She wears a size 12. She was a little big guy. She was a tall Amazon. And she was taller than me. She made me look like a young little nigga or something. You know what I'm talking about? Cause she one of those women, she was like, oh yeah, I like to be taller than my man and all this old shit. I like, all right then, you know what I'm talking about? Hell yeah. I had to jump on top of that, John. I'm like, nah, this ain't gonna work, baby. You know, I need to get a 5-gallon bucket. I'm gonna hit this jump from the back of this, John. You know what I'm talking about? That jump too tall. I remember the first time when I smashed that jump out, trying to hit that jump from the back. I'm on all my tiptoes. Yeah, them just so crooked and planted in the ground trying to get them little humps in. You know what I'm talking about? Mosquitoes out tearing the nigga ass up. Nigga looking left and right, make sure ain't no motherfucker watching the nigga and shit. You know what I'm talking about? All in the park and shit. Taking the nigga ass out there alone. You know what I'm talking about? Hell no. I remember I smashed a girl at the park one time and I locked both our ass out the car. I'm like, bitch, what we gonna do, bitch? You ain't got no drawers on, none of this shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, she nigga, I got a t-shirt with no boxes on, you know what I'm talking about? Everything locked in the car. Phone, everything. I said, oh my God, it's over with. Shit, I had to pull out Harlow to break the windows out. Yeah, like one of those police when they pull out that little stick, bitch. You don't let these windows down, we busting them. Yeah, I had to come crawl clean it. Shit, sun about to come up, goddamn. Oh. And what you say? You got a female cousin wearing a size 15 in shoes? Damn. And them some big ass feet. I don't think, cause you know when I used to lay up with that little Amazon I had, you know how you lay up in the bed and you know you try to rub your feet against her feet. I couldn't do that with her, John. That motherfucker had so much huts on them, John. Cause you know she be all outside with no shoes on and shit. She one of them motherfuckers. And them motherfucker built for that shit too. I was like, damn. I like, man, these motherfuckers been through it, ain't it, boo? Man, these motherfuckers ain't made for no heels. She tried to put some open toe heels on them, John. I'm like, nah, that John ain't gonna work. Nah, that John ain't even gonna work. Hey, gang. I'm gonna get on the back of this, John, man. Man, Trey Gang love y'all, man. Y'all be cool and y'all be safe. And I'll be live tomorrow to do a part 2 of the Rasheem Carter, you know, in the Shanquella case. For boy, her cases is out of control too. It's been almost 5-6 months and still no arrest. But you got warrants out here for people arrest. See how they play a game? They would never get away with this if we take time out to learn the law and know how it works. That's why they got an upper hand on us. Cause shit, we looking up to them to get answers. And when this shit's simple for us to get on our own, cause they ain't gonna tell us. You know what I'm talking about? Hi y'all.